All right, Shalom. Kahalayim La, Yahweh, Bashim, Mushah, Bashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders of great millstone. What's peace and love, how the brothers do this work, and truth and sincerity of heart. Shalom. This is the book of Acts, chapter 12, verse 4. It says, "And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to the four quadrants of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people." So, as you can see, they put in Holy Scriptures, which is not talking about, Easter with eggs and all of that shit. It's if you look at the word Easter in the blue letter, it actually is talking about the Passover. Okay, so I have it queued up right here, Acts chapter 12, verse 4. If you go to that word Easter, it's actually talking about the Pesach, which means the Passover. Okay, it says, go down here, it says King James translation count 29 times. It occurs 29 times because it's the same word, Passover. Okay, so it's Pesach, the Passover. So it's not Easter. Easter is something that these devils added, in order to further their agenda of paganism. But Easter has nothing to do with the Bible. The real word that's supposed to be there is Passover. Easter has nothing to do with Yahushua. It has nothing to do with the Bible. It has to do, looking up on Google real quick, I found a few things of information concerning Easter. You can actually look it up. Easter is the celebration of, it was an ancient celebration of the Assyrian and Babylonian Empire. It's a pagan holiday. The worship of, let me see. All you got to do is look it up. See, this is deception, the resurrection of Yahushua HaMashiach. That's not what Easter is about. Easter is a pagan holiday. The Passover is the resurrection. Slakin, not resurrection. The Passover is what Easter is supposed to be, so to speak. The day when Yahushua had his feast with his disciples. They held his Passover of Easter. You got to go to, the real meaning of Easter. Search it up on Google, It has nothing to do with a bunny. Salakia, bear with me. I'm trying to find exactly what I just had, but it's like I'm not finding it now. Let me see. Go back. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here it says. It says Easter was originally the celebration of Ishtar, the Assyrian and Babylonian goddess of fertility and sex. After Constantine decided to Christianize the empire, Easter was changed to represent so-called Jesus. But at its roots, Easter, which is now how you pronounce Ishtar, is all about celebrating fertility and sex. It's paganism. As you can see, it says the same thing. That's where you get the eggs from. That's where you get the Easter bunny from. Hey, bunnies do not lay eggs, man. All of this ain't nothing but a bunch of folly. It says Easter was originally the celebration of Ishtar, the Assyrian and Babylonian goddess of fertility and sex. Her symbols, like the egg and the bunny, were and still are fertility and sex symbols. So, because that's what it's all about. It says, or did you actually think eggs and bunnies had something to do with the resurrection? After Constantine decided to Christianize the empire, Easter was changed to represent Jesus. But at its roots, Easter, which is how you pronounce Ishtar, is all about celebrating fertility and sex. Because it's in a lot of these pagan holidays like Valentine's Day. It goes back to wicked acts like sex orgies and things of that nature. You know, just like Christmas, like the celebration of Saturnalia. You know, they have a bunch of, orgies and parties and get drunk. And and Christmas was banned for a period of time because on that day people just did a lot of wicked shit and it was banned. You know. But as you can see, the information, it says eggs occupy a special status during Easter observances. They're symbols of rebirth and renewal. Life bursts from forth this or otherwise plain, inanimate object that gives no hint to which it contains. In this regard, it is a handy symbol for the See, it's not a symbol for the resurrection, man. That's where they going off at. Easter is a pagan tradition. That's right. So let me see if I can find what I call it. The celebration of Christmas banned. Okay, in 1647, the Puritan-led English Parliament banned the celebration of Christmas, replacing it with a day of fasting and considering it a populous festival with no biblical justification and a time of wasteful and immoral behavior. See? If Christmas was all about through the scriptures, why was it banned? It was banned at one point. Oh, Salaki, I'm doing a little bit of reading. It says protests followed as pro-Christmas rioting broke out in several cities and because there used to be a lot of things that go down in Christmas. They used to have get drunk and have all kinds of sex orgies and things like that. The Saturnalia is, Saturnalia. Yeah, here it is. Saturnalia, Christmas. It says Saturnalia was an ancient Roman festival and holiday in honor of the god Saturn, held on December 17th of the Julian calendar, and later it expanded with festivals through the 23rd of December. They used to do a lot of shit on these days, man. So, Babylon is the place of worship paganism, man. A bunch of pagan holidays. Okay, it says instead of working, Romans spent Saturnalia gambling, singing, playing music, feasting, socializing, giving each other gifts. Yep. Wax, taper, candles, carbs were common used during Saturnalia to sneakify light during after solstice. It says on the last day of Saturnalia celebrations known as the many Romans give their friends and beloved ones small cottage runs known as, which may have referred back to older celebrations, including human sacrifice. They also had, used to have sex and shit, all kinds of orgies and things of that nature. That's what I'm not seeing in here. Didn't mention that though, but that used to happen though also. But going back to the topic at hand, Easter is nothing but, supposed to be, the word right there supposed to be Passover. It's not Easter, This is Romans 1 and 25. It says, who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshiped and served the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Esau is the one that has turned the truth of the Lord into a lie. He took certain things and mixed it with the Bible when it's not supposed to be mixed in. The Bible is good by itself. It doesn't need to be mixed with anything else. Hey, the scripture says none shall want her made. You can't make the Bible with any other books. The worship of paganism is against the scriptures. The Lord told us not to do it after the heathens. Oh, get that real quick. Jeremiah 10 and verse 2, it says, thus said Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So these heathen, they worship anything. The scripture says what? The gods of the nations are idols. Let me get that. It's Psalms 96 and 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but Yahweh made the heavens. So the gods of the nations are idols. We serve the true living power, true living God. So with that, man, I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashim, Ashab, Ashim, Kakudash, double honor to my apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. Much peace and love to the brothers doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom, Kwame Shalom, Wa Papa, Wa Abar, Shalom.